Hello, everybody. I'm glad you're joining me today for Chapter 2 of Medusa Jones. I really hope you like the introductory Chapter 1, and it really leads you into the story and gets you acquainted with Medusa. And in Chapter 2, we're going to see her head off to school and see what she's up against today. Here we go. Chapter 2. Is it cold enough for that? Asked Medusa's mom. No, Medusa said, and walked out into the lovely sunny morning, slamming the door behind her. Medusa walked down the road trying to avoid people's stares. Hadn't anyone seen a girl in a hat before? Perhaps they had, but not many had seen a girl in a hat that was desperately trying to remove itself. Medusa reached up and pulled the hat firmly back down. Her head snakes hissed. Medusa hissed back, "Shut up! I thought you all liked the heat. Be hot, be happy, be quiet." Her head snakes squirmed and writhed around. The hat jiggled on top of Medusa's head as if she were wearing a large serving of woolen jello. Medusa poked it until the head snake settled down, and then she turned the corner onto Agamemnon Avenue, where Acropolis Academy stood. From well down the avenue, she could see the gateposts, and she could also see who was standing there. The champions. The champions always stood at the school gates in the morning. They got up early each and every day. They brushed their shiny white teeth, which would be just as shiny and bright as if they never saw toothpaste. They put on their dazzling white chitons, and they got to school before everyone else. The champions considered it their duty to remind everyone of their deficiencies first thing in the morning. Medusa walked down the avenue listening to the three prodigies pass judgment on each unfortunate who came their way. Ever tried playing connect the dots on your face? Is that your breath, or is something dyed in your chiton? Nice bag! But the champions fell silent when they saw who was coming. Medusa was their favorite, and there was something different about her today. "Well, look who it is," Perseus sneered, his teeth glowing like a highly polished iceberg. "If it isn't little Miss Hiss herself." "Miss Hiss," echoed Theseus. Her. Nice one, Perse." Theseus was also a glowing spectacle of boyhood, perhaps a bit ungainly. Oversized muscles have that effect, but still gorgeous. "I know it's a nice one," said Perseus. "I did come up with it myself after all. Did you hear that, Cassie? Cassie, are you listening?" Cassandra wasn't listening. She was entranced by the perfection of her 10 tiny toes. Cassandra was like the rest, too beautiful for words, although Medusa could think of some. Cassandra spent most of her time either admiring herself or fretting over what might go wrong. She was gorgeous, but pessimistic. "Cassie!" barked Perseus. Cassandra looked up. "Huh?" she said. And then she saw Medusa. "Ooh! Look who it is, little Slitherface herself." She thought for a second. "Perhaps we should leave it, Perse. It can turn people to stone, you know." Perseus grinned. Not allowed to. Mommy and Daddy say no. Isn't that right, Python Puss?" Medusa scowled and walked toward the gate, but they quickly lurched together to block her way. "There's something different about her today," Perseus smiled. "What could it be? Let's see. New sandals? Nope. Still old and tatty." "Perhaps a new parfum." Cassandra grinned and sniffed around Medusa's ears. "No, she still smells like a barn." "Barns don't smell good," chuckled Theseus to himself. "But wait, how could we have missed it?" Perseus asked. Medusa's hat began to wreathe again, so she steadied it with her hand. "My word, Medusa," Perseus scoffed. But what lovely new headwear you have." "My personal attire is none of your affair," glowered Medusa, now having to hold on to her squirming hat with both hands. "Oh, but it is," said Cassandra. "We're the fashion police in this school." "Your hat's against the law," grinned Theseus. "We take our role very seriously," Perseus said. "We can't allow just any old outfit to enter our school, especially one that may be hiding something." "I'm not hiding anything, so leave me alone," Medusa said, and she tried in vain to push past again. She says, she's not hiding anything, Perseus, Theseus said. Maybe she's just cold. Of course she's not cold, you cretin, whispered Perseus. Remember? Hiss, hiss, slither, slither. He made a slinking motion with his hand. Ah, Theseus smiled and looked around at Medusa. You got snakes for hair. Her, her, her. Medusa glared at his big, stupid, handsome face, wondering what harm she could do it, and didn't notice Perseus reaching toward her. He grabbed Medusa's hat and he began to pull. Get off, yelled Medusa. Leave me alone, you big shiny idiot. She yanked back at the hat, which was writhing and punching. It was a three-way struggle. The champions chanted ingeniously, Hat, 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 granite, hat. What? Thought Medusa as she struggled. She could have sworn that she heard. Granite? There it was again. Nobody had said it. It had just popped into her head. No, she shouldn't. Igneous! Oh, her mom would kill her. Sedimentary! She didn't even know if she could. Hat! Shouted Theseus. Medusa felt her stomach lurch. Hat! Shouted Cassandra. Medusa's legs started to shake. Hat! Yelled Perseus. Medusa closed her eyes tight. She felt sick. Her head suddenly felt eerily cold, and she opened her eyes to see Perseus standing and grinning, waving the hat around in glee. The head snakes hissed, and they spat at the champions, straining in vain to detach themselves from Medusa's head. Medusa snapped out of her moment. She yelled, Give it back, you pond scum! Cassandra yelled back, Get those things under control, snakehead! Perseus snapped, I'm the son of Zeus. Nobody calls me pond scum. Go get your stupid hat, freak. And with that, he tossed the hat over Medusa's head. Medusa looked around and watched her hat land with a dull squelch in the gutter. The school bus slowly pulled onto the side of the road and parked right on top of it. Medusa looked from her hat up to the children on the bus. They were all grinning and laughing, their hands and fingers wriggling behind their heads like snakes. So there we have it, chapter 2. As we're introduced to the champions, who definitely think that running the school is their business. They're not nice to anybody. They think they're better than everyone else. And I would also like to point out, too, that remember our setting is ancient Greece. And if you look at the school bus that is sketched here by Ross, that is a school bus that would have matched the times of ancient Greece. So definitely a way for children to get to school, but a little bit different than the school bus that you guys know. So look forward to the next chapter 3 in an upcoming video. Thanks for watching.